So I've decided to do a video on choosing exercise you like. Now this might seem contrary to other things I've said, which is you have to do things that you may not like to really get where you want to get to, or if you want to obtain the perfect figure or the perfect physique, or at least better your aesthetics, then you shouldn't just do running, you need to do some resistance training. And if you like running, well, it's probably not going to get you where you want to get to. Well, I'm kind of going to contradict that, I guess, a little bit by saying everybody talks about compliance when it comes to nutrition. And if you design somebody a nutrition program that is completely against what they naturally want to do, they won't do it because they don't feel they can, or that they can't do the compliance that you want with what you've given them. So that's where people say a good nutritionist doesn't completely just blanket change everything that somebody does and give them a completely different food list. They look at what somebody does, look at the times of day they eat, the types of food they eat, and they make little tweaks. And then maybe a couple of weeks later they'll make little tweaks again, and a couple of weeks later, and over a year it might look completely different. Or actually they might keep some of the things that person really likes so that they do feel they can comply and keep going. So let's say, okay, that works for nutrition. That's the best way to do it. That's the way that we can get the most number of people to stick with a nutrition plan and change their diet and therefore change their health, fitness, and in a roundabout way their aesthetics. Well, what about training? If I give somebody a training program and it doesn't contain any of the exercises that person usually likes to do, are they likely to do it, or are they going to eventually give up, or actually very quickly give up? There's probably a high percentage of cases for that. So let's say I decide that I'm going to write a 12-week program for somebody along with a nutrition plan to get them to build a bit more muscle and lose a bit of body fat. And it's all machine-based gym exercises. And actually this person hates that. And if I just question them a little bit, I might find out that they really enjoy their own body. They enjoy calisthenics type exercises. They enjoy pull-ups in the park. They like dips in the park. They like doing single leg pistol squats because they like working with their own body. And if I designed that whole program around those exercises, they'd be far more compliant. They'd do those exercises. They'd look forward to the training, and I'd actually probably get a much better transformation at the end of it. So to anybody watching this, I'm saying there is no perfect training program. There is no perfect exercises. To quote Jim Stepani, the best exercise is the one you're not doing, because actually variation is key and we need to change it to make the body adapt. So if you want to, in January, start a 3-month training program and you want something that you're going to enjoy doing, at least make sure 50% of the exercises are ones that you actually enjoy. If you like working with Olympic bars and Olympic lifts, then choose a training program that has squats, back squats, front squats, deadlifts, overhead press, push press, maybe even cleans and snatches if you've been coached on them. Yes, you might need some other exercises to go along with that. Yes, you might need to put some intervals on a row or on a treadmill or even out in a park doing sprints. But if those are things you enjoy, you can design a training program to go with your nutrition program to suit your goal that has some of the exercises you like. Don't be a martyr and just follow somebody else's training program because they've got a good physique and you think, well, if it worked for them, it'll work for me. Chances are you'll get bored, you won't really put 100% effort in because you don't enjoy it, and you won't get the results you want. Try to choose the exercises you like and maybe you'll get where you want to get to.